Hey everybody, I'm Kenny and I'm here in Kadıköy today. Unfortunately, the weather does not match what a great district Kadıköy is. It's cold and it's rainy and it's not very nice. Now you see behind me this furious raging bull, the most famous icon of Kadıköy. And this bull has an interesting story. Back in 1864, this was sculpted by a French sculptor to show how powerful France was compared to Germany. Didn't work out so well. Unfortunately for them, in 1871, the Germans defeated France, took the bull, and then Kaiser Wilhelm gave it to Sultan Abdülhamid II as a gift. The bull moved all around Istanbul before eventually landing right here. Now this bull probably won't like me saying this, but today I'm going to be eating a lot of döner, and that probably means a lot of beef. But really I'm here for one question. Döner, is it Greek or is it Turkish? And look at the dynamism all around me. The weather might be foul, but there's still so many people around doing stuff, being busy and having fun. Kadıköy is one of the most popular districts in all of Istanbul and definitely the center of the Asian side. And it's always been a center of arts and entertainment and a great place to come and visit. Now, these streets around here, they're like warrens and they go off in all sorts of directions and they all lead down to the sea. Such a pretty district. But I can't talk about Kadıköy without mentioning Fenerbahçe, one of Istanbul's great football clubs. And their rivalry with Galatasaray is maybe one of the biggest derbies in the whole world. And apparently it's ranked the 5th most bitter rivalry there is in the whole of world football. But I'm not here for the football. I'm not even here for the rain. What I am here for is some döner. Before that, let's get lost inside Kadıköy a little bit. I'm here in the fish market in Kadıköy. This is a bustling place. Even though it's raining, the covers are keeping us dry, and this place is full of food. You've got the fish market here, you've got fresh fruit and vegetables. I don't think I've ever been so ready to eat in all my life. This is mouth-watering. You've got olives, you've got all this meat over here, cheese, everything. I've only walked about 10 meters and it's all right here. Right, I'm too hungry. I've got to go pick something up. Let's go in here. Okay, after looking at everything pickled in here, I'm going to try some pickled juice. Can I have a pickle juice, please? Thank you very much. Oh, look at this. It's like a cocktail. It's like a daytime cocktail. But instead of fruity things, it's all vegetable things and it's all pickled. I'm not sure how to drink this. Really is the opposite of a cocktail. If a cocktail is sweet, this is very salty, but still absolutely delicious, and it will wake you up. It looks like in here they pickle absolutely everything. I better get out of here before they pickle me. Now, I said that we were by the sea, and that means only one thing. That means there must be mussels nearby. There we are, perfect. Now this midye is actually one of my personal favorites. And if you think back to the dolma episode when we said that you can cram dolma into almost anything, this is a great example. Here you have a mussel crammed with dolma, with rice, and it is absolutely delicious. This is my personal favorite, and everybody has a record, the highest number that they ate in one sitting. I once had 36 after a game of football. That's my highest number, but I don't think I'll reach for that right now because I've got some döner to eat. Now, there's a special reason why I'm here today. I have a date. And we're going to be meeting at a döner shop. And we're supposed to be meeting at 3 o'clock, but it's already past 3 now and she's not here. So while I wait, let me tell you about döner, because I think it's the best way to have meat, honestly, and it's my favorite Turkish fast food. And I think it's most people's favorite Turkish fast food. Now, it's cooked vertically while it spins, and the chef slices off thin layers of the meat, usually beef or chicken, but it can be anything. And it goes into lavash or pita bread with sauce, without sauce, pickles, whatever. And it's always absolutely delicious. Now there's an incredible thing about doner. Oh. She's not coming. She stood me up. Can you believe it? Well, now I'm so annoyed I'm going to be having 2 servings of doner. Looking at the origins of doner, we have some images from the 17th century which give us an idea of what was going on then. But it's really in the 19th century with Iskandar Effendi and his father's restaurant in 1850s where we start to see doner as we know it now. And it was such a simple idea that he had. He just cooked the meat, not horizontally, but vertically. And it's such a beautiful and simple idea and so obvious, using geometry and inclination to cook your food. In fact, I might even come up with my own restaurant. Kenny Effendi's Geometric Inclination Restaurant. Such a good restaurant that you would not stand up your date if you were asked to come. Anyway, there was a man called Hamdi, a chef a few decades before Iskandar Effendi, who may also have come up with the doner idea, but moving from the Ottoman period to the modern period, there's a man, Kadir Newman, who took doner from Turkey to Germany, where even today it is one of the most popular foods you can get there. Thank you very much. Now the word doner comes from the Turkish word dönmek, which means to turn or to rotate. If we look at the Greek word that they use for doner is gyro, which also means to rotate. That just seems like a fairly basic piece of translation for me. Now, one other thing, this kind of meat, this doner meat, is also in something called Iskandar, which people associate with Alexander the Great. But it's nothing to do with Alexander the Great, although Iskandar means Alexander, but really it was about our man from before, Iskandar Effendi. Anyway, enough talking, time to eat. Now, we have this lavash, which is its own thing that I'll come to in a moment, and a bit of doner. Really delicious. The meat is really juicy, full of flavor, quite salty. A very simple dish, but absolutely delicious. And the lavash is a thing unto itself. Very thin dough that's stuck to the side of the oven wall and it starts to bubble on the side. It's peeled off and served. It's really, really delicious and something worthy of note in its own right. Now, I'd love to say that doner is really light, but that would be a big, big lie, because you've got to eat this with caution, because it's very filling, but it's still worth it. Now, doner, you will have heard of this, because it's basically in any Turkish restaurant you're going to find anywhere in the world. You could almost say it's the quintessential Turkish dish. So, doner, is it Greek or is it Turkish?
Döner, Türk tarihinde 17. yüzyıllara kadar dayanan bir geçmişi vardır. Yani 150-200 yıllık bir geçmişi olan bir üründür. Bu bizim atalarımızdan da aldığımız bilgilere göre Türk ürünü olduğu, Türk mutfağının bir yiyeci olduğu sunulmaktadır, söylenmektedir geçmişte. Biz de bu şekilde kabul ediyoruz. Ama Yunanlılar nedenli kendilerine mal etmeye çalışıyorlar. O bizim için negatif bir soru.
And lastly, is it hard to slice off the meat?
Yes, beraber.
I can have a go?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go cut some meat. So, Cumhur, you've got to show me how to cut off some
Şimdi
slices.
kesiyoruz.
You go first.
Bıçağımız, masatımız bilemek için,
Sharpen it.
etimizi en ince şekilde kesebilmek için bıçağımızın çok iyi keskin olması ve yardımcı malzememiz de.
And it's that simple. Okay. So it looks like you've got to cut really, really thin, and you've got to trust the sharpness of the knife to do
Bu
a lot of the
şekilde
hard work.
ince ince kesip servis edilecek hale getiriyoruz.
Can I have a go?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. This is not as easy as it looks. And that's not because I'm stupid. I might be stupid, I concede that. But cutting this is much harder than it looks. And I fear I'm making a complete pig's ear of Jumho's big stack of dinner. I can't keep the thing in place. I promise I've got a steady hand. I am bad at this, Jumho. I am bad. Kusura bakma.
Beraber.
Yeah. Yeah? No.
Yeah.
There we are. A bit deeper.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's all falling apart. Oh, Jumho, this is your fault.
Okay.
Okay, I think I might have to give up my dream of cutting doner. And I've got big respect now for people who do it. That was an abject failure on my part. But don't let that put you off doner because it's absolutely delicious. And remember, when you're buying doner on the streets, always say thank you to the man cutting it because he is a genius. And of course, after my doner, I've got to have myself a delicious cup of coffee. Well, after my 2 portions of doner, I'm definitely in a much better mood now. And I can enjoy a coffee and the beautiful sea air. Now, if you're ever feeling sad, let me tell you, you can overcome it 100% by having 2 portions of doner. If you enjoyed the video, click like, click subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.